Hey guys, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. Just a quick video on a bit of suspension. As you know, I use a little bit of the Dobinsons gear. I think it's good value for money. I use it, I found it very reliable myself, and most people find the same. Here's the rears coming out of the rear of my 120. They've done quite a bit of work all around, you know, Gibb River Road, Central Australia, and a lot of all over the place. Fraser Island Road, all the beaches, and they've been absolutely punished, and no leaks. And they still work very well, but we're looking at trying out these Dobinsons monotube remote reservoirs. So just a few tips on fitting those. Now, to remove these old rear shockers, you just need a 19mm at the top to undo that top nut there. Okay, the bottom's a 17mm bolt, so that's easy to get those out. So jack it up, wheels off, obviously safety first. And on that note, don't touch it if you don't know what you're doing, because it is a safety issue working on vehicles. So now the brackets that come with the monotube remote reservoir, this one here is the standard one, the old one, a bit of a universal thing. It'll possibly work, but disregard that. You buy the remote reservoirs with the fitting kit, and it comes with these brackets. Now it also has these for some of the models like the Fjs. I think they don't have the studs in the chassis. They're not as good as the Prados. Anyway, so that's what that's for. You won't need that on the Prados generally. And there's your bracket that you will need. They are marked left and right, so make sure you get that right. And if it doesn't seem right, swap them over, because maybe they got it wrong. No, it should be right, just joking. Anyway, so there's the parts you need. Now let's just go around and have a look at the vehicle. So we've got this one in place. What I want to show you, when you do fit rear suspension, what I'd like you to do, now the way the shockers come, the rubbers and the washers and everything aren't necessarily in the correct order. So what you should have is a thick washer at the bottom, then a rubber, and it's got a little lip pointing upwards, and the middle washer's the thin one. See that lip facing upwards there? I haven't got the torch in my other hand handy, but you'll see what I mean when you've got the gear, and if you know what I'm talking about. So that little lip, when you tighten up that top shocker, I'd like you to push that into position so that it's sitting in the hole. You can't really see because I haven't got the torch, as I said. And then once you've got that in position, you slowly start tightening it. This one I haven't really started, it's just finger tight. This one's all just sitting in position. You have your hose facing forwards on the shocker. That's just hanging there at the moment, obviously, we haven't mounted it. And you've got your dust boot at the lower end, which, token gesture really, I don't think you really need it, but look, you know, it's there, so use it for now. But it may get, I don't know how it's going to go with the rocks and the corrugations and getting hammered with rocks as they do. We'll find out. Maybe it'll repel those, maybe it'll fall to pieces, but in my opinion, with the upside down mounting, you shouldn't probably need it. So, but look, let's see what happens. I'll report back to you on that. And once again, at the bottom bolt, it's just sitting in there, just started at the bottom bolt, 17mm. Let's go around to the other side. So the other one just started to, I don't know if you can see in there a little bit better, a little bit more light. See that we've just started tightening down that top nut, which happens to be an 18mm on the remote reservoir. So you'll need, we'll go through the tools you need for the job in a minute, but so that washer there, you just get it sitting in that hole up there perfectly. Happy days. It'll probably pop into place, but there's a chance you might bend that washer and it won't happen if you don't get it in there initially. So I prefer if you do that. Okay, once again, the hose facing forward. It's the perfect length. Come around the reservoir, the hose faces forwards, okay, into the bracket. Now the bracket's really simple to mount. It just goes up into the chassis with those two, they're about an 8mm diameter bolt. It's a, what is it, a 13mm head, right? There's a washer and a spring washer, which we haven't got those. It's just a temporary fitting at the moment, so yep, they're not in the right order. We've got to fix that up. We're going to put grease on the bolts and everything. We were just sussing it out to see how they fit up. Set them up with a bit of clearance to the coil spring like that. I'd say we've got about 10 to 15mm. That's not a final thing at the moment. We're just playing with it, having a look around. So there they are. Once again, dust boot, do up the bottom bolt. So that's, the fitting is so easy, okay? Once you've got these brackets, it's an accessory fitting kit that you should just make sure comes when you order the monotube remote reservoirs. You so need that fitting kit. So easy to put those rear reservoirs bolted to the chassis there, right? See that? Piece of cake. All right, what else can I tell you? So tools you need for the job, you need a 5mm Allen key to do up those little bolts on the bracket, maybe a 10mm for the nut on the back. These brackets are going to be upgraded so that the nut on the rear is actually welded on, so you don't have to hold it. Will make it easy, even easier for fitting. You can see the easy access to the Allen key head right there. and also the other one, oh well, it was there somewhere. There it is down the bottom there. There it is, one there, and obviously the two 13s you do up before you mount the reservoir. That 19mm at the top, nip that up. Happy days. Like, how easy is that? How can I even do a video showing you how to do it? It's so easy. Okay, so yeah, that's it, guys. Hope that helps. Prado 120, 150 Dobinsons monotube remote reservoir fitting. So to take these old ones off, you need a 19mm spanner. To tighten up the new ones, you need an 18. The bottom bolt, you'll need a 19mm, probably socket's the best, and a 5mm Allen key. That's about all the tools you need for the job. Okay guys, hope that's helped. If you want to see more videos, you know, my YouTube channel, 4x4 Diesel. Also got the groups on Facebook, Oz Prado Crew, Oz Hilux Crew, Toyota 1KD FTV injectors only, for those with the 1KD diesel that want to learn about injectors. Also my page with the information all over it, Prado 4x4 Diesel 1KD FTV. And I'm Anthony, Prado Fj. Have a nice day. See ya.